And I'm wondering if my husband is submissive. You see, there have been some subtle things he's done over the years, and I really didn't think too much of these subtle things until recently when a girlfriend of mine was joking about my husband being submissive. So it's got me thinking, is he or isn't he? I mean, who wouldn't love a submissive man, right? For a husband. So here are some examples of things that he done over the years that makes me think he just might be submissive. Since the beginning of our relationship, he's always been careful to not repeat a mistake. Not once. I always tell him when he does something wrong and he corrects it, I always say, "Good boy. Who's your good boy?" Just a joke. And he seems to get off on it. You know, for example, there was this one time when he came home in a bad mood from work, and instead of talking to me about it, he just shut down. You know, a normal person would open up and just say what was on their mind. Instead, he just sulked and pulled away and was like in the "what was me" type of attitude. Right. That didn't sit well with me, and so of course that made me regress. And it funked up my attitude for the next couple of days. And even though he got out of it, it took me longer to get out of mine. Needless to say, he didn't do this again. Then there's our sex life. It's been a take it or leave it thing for me. So. When we first had sex, it was okay, but not great. And even though I tried faking it, he knew that I wasn't entirely pleased, and so he's always tried to find ways that he can please me. Oral is one of those things, and finding new sex positions. There was one time that he did make me come through oral. At first I thought I peed on him, but he said that I squirted. Regardless of whether or not I peed on him, I made a mess. And the fact that it didn't deter him, something to be said there. Then there was this one time where I had come home from work and still wearing this new pair of high heels that I bought. When my husband came into the kitchen, he complimented me, called me his sexy queen. Of course, I was flattered. And he knelt down at my feet, kissing the top of my shoes. I just laughed at him. Didn't think much of it. Went about my day cooking in the kitchen. Then there's our day-to-day life. Me, I have it fairly easy, I gotta say. On Tuesday nights, I go to Bible study with the girls, church on Sunday, yoga every day, and paint in my studio. My husband, on the other hand, works 10 hours a day, 6 days a week. So by the time he gets home, he's just dog tired. And you think that being the good housewife that I am, I'd have dinner prepared and make sure that the house is clean. And half the time that is the case, but there's other times where I'm just mentally fatigued and I don't feel like doing these things. So dishes pile up in the sink and I don't feel like making dinner. And so he'll come home after working 10 hours, make dinner, gourmet dinner at that, pasta, spaghetti and meatballs, homemade garlic bread, the whole 10 yards. And he'll find time to give me a hot oil massage. How lucky am I? And then there's my attitude towards him. Even though I consider myself a Christian woman, there are times where I'm PMSing. I blame it on my PMS because it's more so around that time of the month that I'm just downright bitchy towards him. And he may do something that I don't like. And I'll be like, "What did you do that for? Really? Come on now?" Well, I'm trying really hard to be more mindful with my tone. On the other hand, he seems to get off on me talking to him like that. As weird as it sounds, And every time that I do go off on him, he always apologizes and says, "I'm sorry, I won't do it again." Now, those are just some of the examples that's making me think that he just might be submissive. So maybe you can shed light on this and tell me, is he or isn't he?